There are careers that glitter. There are careers that burn bright and fade quietly. And then there is Paul Pogba, football's golden child turned tragic enigma. A player who soared to heights that few ever reach, only to find himself drowning in the shadows of his own legend. His story is not just about football. It is about ambition, fame, fragility, and the cruel reminder that the game, this beautiful game, waits for no one. Lagny-sur-Marne, a modest town east of Paris, where life is simple, and dreams often stay just that, dreams. But in the Pogba household, hope was currency. His parents, Guinean immigrants, worked tirelessly to provide. His mother, Yo Moriba, was the fortress of the family. His father, Vassou Antoine, once a semi-pro player himself, planted the seed of football in his son's heart. Paul wasn't alone in this ambition. His older twin brothers, Florentin and Matthias, also chased the ball. But Paul was different. Coaches saw it. Teammates felt it. He had something extra, a confidence, a presence, a rhythm that belonged on the grandest stage. At 6, he joined us Roissy-en-Brie. By 13, Le Havre had snapped him up, a club renowned for polishing diamonds. And still, Pogba's dreams outgrew the French academy system, his gaze fixed on England, on the theater of dreams, Manchester United. When Pogba arrived in Manchester at 16, he believed he had reached paradise. Here he was, walking the same halls as Giggs, Scholes, Rooney. Sir Alex Ferguson, the godfather of football, was watching over it all. But paradise was complicated. United's midfield was stacked, opportunities scarce. Pogba was restless. He didn't want to wait, he wanted to conquer. And Sir Alex, never one to bow to pressure, wasn't ready to hand the keys of his empire to a teenager. So Pogba made a decision that shocked the football world. In 2012, he walked away from Manchester United, away from the Premier League spotlight. Critics called him arrogant, selfish. Who does this kid think he is? Pogba didn't care. He was betting on himself, and that gamble paid off. The black and white stripes of Turin became Pogba's second skin. Italy didn't just embrace him, it adored him. Under Antonio Conte and later Max Allegri, Pogba wasn't just a player, he was a revelation. Alongside Pirlo, Vidal and Marchisio, Pogba formed one of the most fearsome midfields in Europe. His goals were rockets from distance. His flicks and spins were viral moments before viral was a thing. He played with joy, a kind of arrogant elegance that made the world stop and watch. Trophies followed. 4 Serie A titles, 2 Coppa Italias, and then came the Champions League final in 2015. Pogba didn't win it that night, but his reputation soared. He wasn't just a midfielder, he was an entertainer, a global icon. Brands lined up. Kids across continents shaved their hair into his styles. On Instagram, he was king. On the pitch, he was a colossus. And then, in 2018, Pogba touched the heavens. There is no bigger stage than the World Cup. And in Russia, Paul Pogba conquered it. For France, he became the leader many doubted he could be. While others crumbled under pressure, Pogba rose. His voice thundered in the dressing room before the final. His feet delivered on the pitch. Against Croatia, he scored. France triumphed. Pogba lifted the golden trophy, and with it, the weight of expectation seemed to vanish, if only for a moment. At 25, Pogba was on top of the world. World champion, global superstar, future Ballon d'Or winner. Many thought so. But football is cruel. Peaks are fleeting. And the fall can be merciless. Two years before his World Cup glory, Pogba had made a historic homecoming. Manchester United paid a world record £89 million to bring their prodigal son back. The headlines were enormous. The expectations? Astronomical. And in flashes, Pogba delivered. Moments of brilliance, the long-range stunners, the defense-splitting passes, the audacious skill. He helped United win the EFL Cup and Europa League. For a while, it seemed the fairy tale was real, but the shadows grew. Injuries gnawed at his body. Managerial changes fractured stability. Jose Mourinho's iron rule clashed with Pogba's free spirit. Training ground confrontations spilled into headlines. Social media posts became scandals. The critics sharpened their knives. Overrated, lazy, more focused on haircuts than football. Pogba became a lightning rod for blame. Every defeat, every dip in form was magnified. The magic that once defined him now flickered in isolated sparks. By 2022, the verdict was in. Pogba left United again. not as a hero but as a question mark. Back at Juventus, hope lingered. Could Pogba rise from the ashes? Could he dance again like before? But injuries followed him like shadows. Weeks turned into months on the treatment table. And then, the final blow, a failed doping test. Testosterone, a provisional suspension. The whispers became roars. His career is over. From world champion to disgrace. The boy from Lagny-sur-Marne who once ruled the football world now stands on the edge of oblivion. A man who once had the world at his feet, now watching from the sidelines, powerless, voiceless, almost forgotten. Paul Pogba's story is a paradox. He has achieved what millions dream of, yet his legacy feels incomplete. Was he a misunderstood genius? A victim of circumstance? Or did he simply fail to live up to the myth he helped create? One thing is certain, Pogba changed football culture. He brought joy. He brought swagger. He gave us moments that will live forever. And even if he never kicks a ball on the big stage again, his name will echo, if only as a cautionary tale of just how fragile greatness can be.